Hey, 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 hey. Um, Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. It is Scorponok time. Not quite all fitting onto the screen. All right, we'll show you around. We'll show you around. So yeah, Earthrise Scorponok has arrived, and I've been quite excited for this character. This is a character I think has been missing for the Chug lineup for, well, forever really. Especially such an important character in both the Rebirth cartoons and very much in the latter days of the G1 Marvel comic book. He was the big bad who became a kind of redeemable bad guy in a way, and he was a very interesting character. But this is very much based on his Rebirth kind of design and also Season 3 Headmasters, because he's a big thing and the Marvel comic books he wasn't. Right, he was kind of a normal sized Transformer. But, so we're going to be looking at, first of all, we start off with blast effects. He comes with these blast effects. Very nice. You can set it apart. But there's no like smoky, like extra burn damage and stuff. I thought they would have put a bit more effort in for a Titan class figure, but it's kind of like, oh well, put some blast effects in. These are the cool ones, so let's just chuck those in and have done with it. They can of course go on places. Just looking now, you can. No, that's a Titan Master port. Tell you what, we'll come to these when I'm in a better position to actually see what's going on with this figure, because obviously I'm attacking from behind. But yeah, we'll start with this guy. This is Lord Zarek. This is, funny enough, none of these guys are actually named on the instructions or the box. It's just I think we've seen it on the web page or something like that. So there's Lord Zarek, who's the tiny Titan Master. We've seen Titan Masters before. So he's got little ports on his feet, and there's various different bits on this construction that you can actually. That's going to be off screen, isn't it? You can stand on bits over here. There's like two pegs, so you can get both his feet pegged in right front and center of this mode. It's just standard Titan Master, folds up, makes a head. For this guy, now this I believe is Mega Zarek, or that's Zarek, and this is Lord Zarek. I'm not entirely 100% sure. Like I say, they've not bothered actually giving these names on the instructions or the box. It's just from what I've picked up. So he's a body. He turns into the head. So we're not going to like turn him into the head, have him turned into the head, then turn into the body, and then turn back into the head. We're just going to start off like this, and obviously the head just plugs on there, and there we have him. Not much painted detail on the chest, but that it just gives that just this enlarged presence of what the original G1 Headmaster was in the day. I really like this kind of off-white, almost bone plastic though that it comes in. It really actually pings the sculpted detail. A lot of like light coloured plastics kind of drown detail, but that really kind of focuses it in, which you really like. It's got a bit of a shoulder waggle and a shoulder move, a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. His wrists can go in and out. He's got some hindrance with these flaps here. It does have a waist swivel, universal at the leg, thigh swivel, and quite a deep knee bend, and as it seems to be par the course on this line, he does have an ankle tilt. So he's quite well articulated. He's got these like scorpion antennae that come off. Now they are 5mm pegs. Because he's got these other pegs for blast effects and stuff there, they don't actually fit into his hand that way, but he can, if he wants, undersling them like he's scooping ice cream, something like that. I don't know. It could be deadly, couldn't it? It could be, or playing lacrosse or something. That lacrosse? You play like that? Yeah. So to transform this guy, I'm going to fold his wrists in. Keep the head on. Head on. Get the chest flapped out. Start pulling these in. There's a purple bit there that can flip to the side. Bend his elbows on the double joints. Then we want to kind of start folding those in. At the same time we fold these in, bend him. Let's see, let's peg his legs together. It's a really small peg. Just a close approximation of being pegged in. Fold that all the way in, like so. You get that then, the chest bit, peg that into his feet. So that clicks into place. Then you want to take this assembly here, fold that up. We'll just take a brief look at that. They've actually gone to the effort of giving him these green eyes, even though, poof, his visor goes over them. That folds in place, and we'll stick his ears back on. Like so. So there we have Scorponok. He does have in this battle mode, he's got a flap there that if you're not intending to play with this guy as a feature while you've got him in battle station, I'm going to call him, mode, you can just plonk him in there, close the flap, there you go, safe as houses. So yeah, then we come to the main event, the big guy. This is... Oh, he just falls through the bottom. So he doesn't actually stay there if we pick him up. Right. We'll attempt to pick him up, he might flop around. This is his battle station mode. I don't know, I think ever since Make Toys did their take on Scorponok, I've always liked to think of this thing now as a temple. It looks more like a temple than it does a battle station. It's got this ramp coming up, these ramps to the side, and this big kind of like stuff going on here. I mean, even his cannons have now been turned into these pillars, so he doesn't really have any offensive weapons or anything like that. So yeah, I think I like to think of it as some form of temple. So I don't know if we can just get a brief look at that while we're in there. And that's pretty much it. It's got loads of play features. It's got ramps that you can attach the other ramps to. It's got ports. But yeah, it's got that little trapdoor. And just this big ramp here to roll your guys down. Roll your little guys down there and the big guys down there. Yeah, lots of fun. But that's not what we're here for, is it? It's Scorponok. The clue is in his name. So what we do to do that is we start just getting bits off him. So take these off. Separate these. So it's got like some armor plating and a cannon. Not really parts forming. It's, you know, armor plating and weapons. They're allowed to move those. Besides, you know, anyway. Alley up. Sorry. Flaps go in like so. I'm going to unpeg this section. Of course, it was a bit of murder and not pegging in properly. And now that we're actually wanting to unpeg it, it's been a moody guy. Right, so we've got this like so. We've got to get the legs in the right position. So we've got like some big clackety ratchets here. And we want those ratchets, I believe, facing this way. And we want these bits to be flapped around like so. So we need to take these all the way around, fold them around, or like so. And we also need these, which way the legs bend, so we want to move these at the upper thigh, so these are shaped like this, and then bring these down like so. This bit here is a claw shield that we want to remove. Again, this pegs in really, really well. So that's another shield. It's a shield. Got parts forming. And once you've done that, these bits go back down again. And fold those down. That kind of makes the back of the scorpion, as it were. This bit here folds down. The legs fold over here. Little toes. Move the arms down. Move them out. Move the claws in. To your taste, really. Then you can move all these individual claws out. Now, we want to get back here, and we want to take this section here, plug that, there's a post there, port there, jam that in there, move these up. Now there's post there, there's pegs there, so the rest of this tail will peg in here. Like so. Move that, yep. That's right. And then this section here moves out like so. This moves out. And then the stinger comes out. So we've got this entire stinginess over here. Now there is a flap here that can flap out to cover the hole in his back, but honestly, if you're moving him around by hand, you want to have that. You don't want to flap that out because that gives you a nice handhold in his back anyway. If you're kind of being an idiot and trying to film a face-forward video of this. So this then pegs into the back of his tail to help cover that hole there. He's got some rollers on him on the bottom. There's like this rolling pin here, and there's two little wheels here to help him roll. He doesn't support all these weight on these legs. You'll be glad to know, because that's ridiculous. They're for show only. It's a shame they don't motorise. That'd be cool. But yeah, they're for show only. These sections, they see, do they peg in or pull in? They've got so many different pegs and ports. So who do you choose? Which ones do you choose from? Peg in there. These pegs, those ports on the bottom of it. Like so. Cannons. You can put them where you choose, but traditionally we go here. Right. Now you've got two options now with this. So you've got the head. And you can just attach all that onto here, or we could take Zarak out, and if we lift these up again and lift this out, there's a little chair here for him to sit in. It's not very deep, it's shallow, but it's got lots of room up there for when it closes, so he can just sit in there and pilot the mech while this head on locks in place there. So we have his Scorpion mode, which is quite cool. It's quite cool. It's massive. It's amazing. But yeah, as details go, they've actually given him eyes in his Scorpion mode this time, which is the G1 didn't have. It was just a big head, really. Not giving him enough eyes for an arachnid, but there we go. Oh, let's fold these down again. These don't really peg in. So we've got his stinger. We can, of course, get that blast effect and put it in here. The claws have plenty of articulation, but we're going to go into those when we get into robot mode. And his legs, we've got a joint, like a sherd. Oh no, it's not sherd, it's just sticky. I think they go in twos at the first joint, then they separate at the second joint, and then there's a little wiggly toe joint as well. So we've got that going on. I already told you about the rollers, and then there's like various different. Whoa, we've got to be so off camera, I think, with this, but it is what it is. So we've got that. When you wiggle it too hard, the special effects will fall off. But yeah, that's his Scorpion mode. It is so impressive, really is. Oh, and my biceps are starting to hurt. I don't know how many minutes I've been holding this up. So yeah, robot mode. Robot mode. So again, take this off. take the guns off. Take the ablative armour off. And we start again by folding up his stinger. Like so. And unpegging all that. We can then knock his head off. It's probably a good idea to take his head off while you're transforming it. Unfold these legs. Spin these round. We want to get in here, I believe, unpeg all this, and get his foot out, and then put that back into place. I went too fast there. We want to unpeg all those joints. His foot is here, ratchets out, everything goes back into place. Now I can stand him up, so now it's even too big. My camera. Yeah, it's not broke. Ho, ho, ho. Right. So there's the legs done. This collar bit pops off all the time. It's quite annoying. So we're going to get to his back bit here. We're going to put him down here, so kind of hopefully see him a bit more. So before we do anything, I believe we fold all his legs back. Do we? Yeah, sure. Make sure I'm not going too far with this, eh? So I need to put this up. This panel shouldn't come off, but there you go. It has done. Just need to make sure all the toes are in there, flat. So it helps if you've got like a good look at both angles. Put this in back properly. Mushroom pegs, fine. If fine, everyone, it's fine. Right. So again, oh, hello, see right through him. There you go. Make sure these legs are really flush. So then you can get this, peg that back there. like so. And this pegs in there until it clicks. So there we have that. So you could fit him back in there, or we can put him on his head. We'll do that. So let's get this collar back in place. This pegs in. So we spin the neck hole around. Like so. Let's move these arms down. And then, yeah. Pop his head back on. Like so. And stick his head on. Head on! Then all we need to do now is fix these blasters here. Now we've got a problem with his thighs at the moment, because his thighs have, when they switched around in base mode, that's the front of the thigh, so that needs to be presented that way, because that's got all the detail on. But other than that, it doesn't really matter. It's just an aesthetic thing more than anything. Oh, some right clickety ratchets here. So we have these claws. So I believe now these go attached to his legs now. Like so. Like so. And then we've got this shield that can attach to his arm. Oh, that's just oh, he's a beauty, all right, isn't he? My sweet child of mine. That's the way to do it. Yeah, he's not ventriloquist crystal, mate. But marvellous, absolutely marvellous. So he's got this ankle tilt here. He's got a double jointed knee. He's quite impressive. So he can kind of sit down like that, which is going to be useful. Right. He does have a spin at the waist, and the arms are on spin 360 on quite a weird angle. Oh, that almost. They're on ratchets. There's a little bit of giving some of them if you spin them around like that. And then these turrets can move. There's another shoulder joint here. There's bicep swivel at the kind of elbow. And also elbow's got another ratchety click on there, like so. Spin. It's also got a turn there that can do that. And then here it's got a big bottom pincer action. Top pincer can go up and down as well, and the two individuals of it also have a articulation in here. Knocking out that collar. Yeah, belting. Really pleased with this because I've never owned a Titan class figure before. I've owned the Titan class Devastator, but you know that was 6 figures making a combine, and it wasn't quite the same as one of these big city bots. And this is just really impressive. You've done a fine job. Love all the details. Love, you know, the purples and the greens really stick out, especially with these like orange accents that are throughout, and then the odd bit of like a silver metallic turquoise. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, the gunmetal as well. It's just really well done with the colour placements. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned these can go out all the way. Yeah, you can do all the splits and all that. You've got a nice, I was going to say sturdy foot thing, but no, make me a liar. You do have, obviously there's a lot of bulk there, so you do have to be careful about how you stand it, but once he's stood, he's solid. I suppose we'll try and do some size comparisons. Jesus, right, so we're going to go back here. First off, we're going to start with the classic G.I. Joe style figure. So that's with Zanzibar. We can make that out. With a Marvel Legends 6-inch. I don't think we're going to be getting all this in. There he is with Shatterstar, who was wrongfully character assassinated in that movie Deadpool 2. And obviously we want to see him with a Transformer, so here he is with Siege Sideswipe Deluxe Class. Look at that. The only other Scorponok I own is the Iron Factory King Scorpion. Not sure what they called him. But yeah. So he is missing a rifle. He's got the shield. He's got all the, you know, he's got the guns and all that type of stuff. But he's not got a rifle. But I believe Fast Track or something like that. He's going to come. He's going to make a spear weapon for him. He's going to turn into a spear weapon for him, so he can be some kind of battle master as well as a headmaster. But yeah, Titan class Earthrise Scorponok. This figure's been a long time coming, and they have done a fantastic job with it. I just love those just jets at the side of his chest and stuff like that. Just all these little weird, you know, little extra details and stuff like that. Brilliant. Yeah, well worth if you can find him, if you can, you know, we're living in trying times. If you can safely afford him, and if you have a place to put him, which is something I might. I don't know. I'm not really sure where he's going to go. But Earthrise Scorponok, yeah. Look at him! Look at him! Look at him! Look at him! Yeah. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Probably been a bit too long, but there you go. It's a big figure. It takes a long time to work all the way around him. But You've been fantastic. Remember, you can like, comment, subscribe, all that shenanigans. But until then, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. Because you deserve it, let's bump fist, shall we? Fisto! Fisto!